Okay. So in Azure Administrator Associate Course Constant, I covered uh, Cloud Basics, Azure Subscription and Resources, Compute Service, and Storage Service, Azure Active Directory. Here we hands-on how to create users, how to create groups, how to create policies, roles we discussed. And Azure Networking, and then DNS zone, domain name service, traffic manager, database, application services, monitoring services. Those are the concepts we have covered in Azure Administrator. So in this session, we are going to discuss the cloud basics. You know well what is the cloud computing? The cloud computing is defined as storing and accessing data and computing services over the internet connection. Here it does not store any it does not store any data on your personal computer. It is on-demand availability of computing services. Like servers it is providing, data storage is providing, networking is providing, databases are providing. So the cloud computing, which is defined as storing and accessing data and computing services over the internet connection. The main purpose of cloud computing is to give access to data center to many users. Users can also access data from remote servers. The examples for the cloud computing are AWS, Amazon Web Services, Azure, Google Cloud. Those are the examples for the cloud computing, right? Now, what are the advantages using the cloud computing is, one is it is providing the security. For each and every user, it is providing the account and the passwords it is providing. And also, if you are using the laptop, you have the limited storage capacity. If you want to upgrade your storage, you have to buy the storage, right? But whereas in the cloud computing, it is providing unlimited storage capacity. Based on the storage usage, we have to pay them. Here, in cloud computing, whatever the service we are using, if you want to use the servers based on server configuration, you have to pay them. If you are using the monitoring tool based that, we have to pay them. If we are using the Lambda service, serverless computing, we have to pay them based on the usage, right? Without using, you can't pay the amount. That is the cloud computing advantage is services in paper usage. And also mobility supporting is provided. You no need to maintain the cloud computing. You no need to maintain the cloud infrastructure. The provider has to maintain. So the low maintenance cost, whatever your usage, that only we have to pay them. And also excellent accessibility. Wherever the internet connectivity is there, then we can use those services. And backup and restore the data option is providing in the cloud computing. And also it is collaborated with third-party tools also in the cloud computing. Those are some of the advantages using the cloud computing. Okay. Now, in this session, what are the cloud deployment models are there? Cloud deployment models are the four types of cloud deployment models are there. The four types of cloud deployment models are, one is public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and the community cloud. Those are four types of cloud deployment models. Now we'll see one by one what is public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and the community cloud. Okay. So here the public cloud is, it is open to all store and access information via the internet connection using paper usage method. It is open to all users and we can access the information based on the internet connection. In public cloud, computing resources are managed and operated by the service provider. Whoever providing the service, that person has to manage in public cloud computing. The computing resources are managed by service provider. If we are using Amazon, he is the provider. He has to take care. If we are using Azure, he will take care of resources and all those things. They are managed. So in public cloud, computing resources are managed and operated by the cloud service provider. The examples I am represented, Amazon Elastic Cloud Computing, IBM Smart Cloud Enterprise, Microsoft Azure, Google App Engine, Windows Azure Services Platform. Those are the examples where the public cloud. Camera off, switch off your cameras. Okay. Now, the another one is the private cloud. The private cloud, we also call it as internal cloud or the corporate cloud. It is used by organization to build and manage their own data centers internally or by using the third party. It can be deployed using open source tools. It can be deployed by using OpenStack, that's the private cloud. Eucalyptus, that's the private cloud. Using that third party tool, they can organize, they can manage their own data centers. The private cloud is also known as internal cloud or the corporate cloud. Based on the location and management, National Institute of Standards and Technology divide the private cloud into the two parts. One is on-premise private cloud. Second one is outsourced private cloud. So the private cloud internally build their own data centers. So the examples for the private cloud are OpenStack and the Eucalyptus cloud. And then, the other type of the cloud deployment model is hybrid cloud. The name itself is suggesting it is the combination of public and the private. That's why we call it as a name is hybrid cloud computing. Hybrid cloud. Here, hybrid cloud is partially secure. Why? Because the services which are running on public cloud can be accessed by anyone. Anyone can be accessed. While the services which are running on private cloud can be accessed only the organization user. That's why the hybrid cloud is partially secure because it is the combination of public and the private. Public cloud can be anyone accessed, whereas the private cloud can access only within the organization users. The examples for the hybrid cloud is Google Apps, Gmail, Google Drive, Office 365. Those are some of the examples for hybrid cloud computing. The community cloud is nothing but the another type of the deployment model. Some organizations, they are forming and they form the cloud. They grouped into one category and they form the group, they form the cloud. That type of cloud is nothing but the community cloud. For example, the healthcare. So the different organizations are combined and they form the cloud that is nothing but the community cloud. Community cloud allows systems and services to be accessible by group of several organizations to share information between organization and the specific community. The examples which are represented, the healthcare community cloud, education community cloud. Those are the cloud deployment model. The cloud deployment models are public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and the community cloud. Right. Next, here in cloud computing, the basics are what are the cloud delivery models are there? Cloud delivery models are three types of cloud delivery models are there. One is infrastructure as a service. Second one is platform as a service. Third one is software as a service. Software as a service. Here, in infrastructure as a service, networking, storage, servers, virtualization. You no need to manage. The providers has to manage. The others are managed is nothing but the providers are managed. So this color is representing others are managed. So if you are using on-premise, everything you have to manage. Networking, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, and the application. You have to manage in on-premises. If we are using cloud delivery models, those are the cloud delivery models are there. One is infrastructure as a service. Second one is platform as a service. Third one is software as a service. Those are three cloud delivery models are there. If we are using infrastructure as a service, you don't worry about the networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. The others are managed. Others are managed means the service providers are managed. You have to take care of the operating system. You have to take care of middleware. You have to take care of runtime. You will take care of the applications. If we are using the cloud delivery model is infrastructure as a service. If we are using the cloud delivery model, platform as a service, so up to this, you don't worry. The providers will take care. Only will take care of runtime and the applications. Runtime and the applications. If we are using the cloud delivery model, software as a service model, everything will take care by others. You no need to worry about the networking, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, and the applications. Everything will take care by the service provider. So only we have to use the applications. That's nothing but the software as a service. Software as a service. So those are cloud delivery models. This I had to explain with diagrammatically. I had to compare with the diagrammatically on-premises, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Now we'll see infrastructure as a service. That's also known it as hardware as a service. It's the computing infrastructure. It is managed over the internet connection. What are the main advantage by using the infrastructure as a service? The main advantage using the infrastructure as a service is it helps users to avoid and cost complexity for purchasing and managing the physical server. That is the main advantage if we are using the infrastructure as a server. So you no need to purchase the servers. If you are using the cloud environment, if you are using the AWS, if you are using the Azure, whatever you want, the server configuration, that server we had to choose it, and then we had to pay the amount based on the usage only. That is, you no need to purchase, you no need to manage the physical server. To managing the servers, you no need to maintain, you no need to recoup the persons. So in infrastructure as a service, we also call it as a hardware as a service. It is the computing infrastructure managed over the internet connection. The main advantage using the infrastructure as a service is that it helps the user to avoid the cost and complexity of purchasing and managing the physical servers. That the infrastructure as a service. Now, here, in infrastructure as a service, what are the examples? Our AWS, this comes under the infrastructure as a service. Azure also comes under infrastructure as a service. Those are the some examples I am representing. Reliance Communication, Shift Technologies, Tata Communications, Net Magnetic Solutions. Those are the examples where the infrastructure as a service. Next, the another type of the service is platform as a service. Up to the middleware, you no need to worry about. The providers will take care, only will take care of runtime and the applications. So in platform as a service, cloud computing platform is created for the programmer to develop, test, run, and manage the application. We have to use platform as a service. So the platform as a service is created for the programmer to develop, test, run, and manage the application purpose. They are using platform as a service. Sir, what are the examples? Google App Engine, Azure, some applications they are providing, Salesforce.com, OpenShift, Cloud Foundry from VMware. Those are the examples for platform as a service. So here in platform as a service, up to you no need worry about the middleware. You no need to worry about the networking, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, middleware. Only you will take care of runtime and the application. If we are using the platform as a service, it is created for the programmer. Platform as a service, cloud computing platform is created for the programmers to develop, test, and run and manage the applications they are using platform as a service. Those are the examples I am representing. Now, the last cloud delivery model is software as a service model. Software as a service model, we also know it as a on-demand software. It's a software in which the applications are hosted by the cloud service provider. Everything will take care by the providers. Just we have to use the applications. You can access these applications with the help of the internet connection and the web browser. We have to use the services. The examples say Oracle CRM, Microsoft Office 365. You no need to build, you no need to develop, you no need to test Microsoft Office 365. So that application we have to use. Our go-to meeting, whatever you are listen the class using the Zoom, that's also comes under the software as a service. The software as a service is known as on-demand software. It's a software in which the applications are hosted by the cloud service provider. User can access these applications with the help of the internet connection and the web browser only. Those are the examples I am given. Oracle CRM, Microsoft Office 365, Salesforce, GoToMeeting, Zoom. Those are the examples for software as a service. Okay. So in this session, we are discussed about the cloud basics. What is cloud computing? What are the advantages of the cloud computing? And then what are the cloud delivery models, deployment models we are discussed. Now we also discuss in this the basic concepts here. This is the Azure basics I am providing. Azure is a cloud computing service created by the Microsoft. It's a collection of remote computing services that together make up cloud computing platform. It is offered the services using the internet connection only. So initially it is started in the year 2010. 2010 started in 2010 as Windows Azure. After that, it is renamed as Microsoft Azure in 2015. Here, invested huge in data centers throughout the globe. Throughout the worldwide, their data centers are there. Azure data centers are there. So there are currently 54 Azure regions that are available. 140 countries are used Azure, more than any of its competitors. One is AWS is there, that's the number one position. The second one is the Azure. Each region, definitely it is 2-3 years it is dominating to the AWS. Each region is wholly contained with a single country. So this is some more information I am providing with this link. You can click on the region maps and the global infrastructure service. If you click on this link, it is providing some more details. Yes, it is providing. Okay. I can copy this one. It is providing some more information. Region map it is providing. It's loading the Azure Global Infrastructure Experience. Wait. Yeah. See, this is here where their data centers are there. Their data centers throughout the globe, it is represented. See that central. Those are the data centers which are represented. These dotted marks. China, right? This one, Asia, which are providing, right? We'll see in detail those one also. Next, we'll see that this is the Azure that is up to 2022, the marketing place, different cloud service providers which I am representing. AWS is number one. Next, second position is Azure. See here, as per the survey 2022, 2021 last, July 2021. This is a graph which are representing. AWS first position, Azure is the second position, Google Cloud is third position. Those are some other clouds are there, cloud providers are there. So definitely within 3 to 4 years, it is dominating the AWS. Then Azure is the number one position. It is leading. So in this Azure administrator codes, those are the list of services we have covered. Already I told in the beginning what the services I have to explain in Azure, right? All the concepts with hands-on only I have covered. So this is the certification courses for Azure certification path I'm representing. AZ 900, Azure Fundamentals, DP 900, Azure Data Fundamentals, Azure AI Fundamentals, AI 900. Now I cover the content and the concepts with hands-on only, the associate level, AZ 104. Associate level, this I have to cover. This one. AZ 104. Azure associate level, I have to cover. If apart from this, you have to learn the DevOps tools, then you are the expert in the Azure certification part, right? After the completion of the training, then you have to prepare well with hands-on and the technical questions, and then you attempt the exam at the certification level AZ 104. For that, you have to pay the amount for the certification. You will see the website. Accordingly, we have to pay on the Azure portal only, right? This is the Azure certification path I'm representing. In this training, I have to cover AZ 104. Okay. Now, in this session, I have to explain how to open your Azure account, how to create your Azure account. For that, what are the steps we have to follow? what are the steps we had to follow? First, we had to click on this link. This is the first step. I'm providing the link to create your Azure account. Click on this link. And then here we had to click on start free. Start free. When we are enter this URL, click on this one, then this page is open. Then here we can click on start free. After that, we can click on start free. Sign in option is there. You have to enter email ID, phone number. Up to now, you are not creating your Azure account. Click on create one. You can click on create one. And then click on next option. You are not creating your Azure account. First, we have to click on email address and then click on create one, click on next option. After that, Azure account. Here we have to click on your email and then click on the next option. And then we have to create the password. We have to enter the password. Enter the password and then click on the next option. For Azure account, we have to enter the password and then click on the next option. After that, now we have to check your email. You will receive the OTP. Whatever you receive OTP to your email address, that OTP we have to enter here, and then put the tick mark. Whatever you have received the OTP to your mail ID, that we have to enter it, and then put the tick mark, and then click on next option. Okay, that is the next step we have to do. After your OTP verification from your email address, you have to enter your name and the mobile number. You have to fill the details. Your profile, we have to fill it. Right? And then at the end, we will put the tick mark here. Check the box to verify the mobile number and click on text me or call me. You have to put the text me. You will enter the OTP received on your mobile. Okay. After that, then it is asking your card details, your credit card details. Before asking the credit card details, we have to enter your address. PAN ID is optional. Address we have to enter. After that, you will put the agreement. Agree. These two, you have to put the tick mark, acknowledge the terms and conditions, and then click on next option. Then it is asking your card details, your credit card details. It will not support RuPay card or debit card, right? It is not supporting RuPay card or debit card. The credit card is accepting with international transactions, right? HDFC Bank is accepted. The international transaction ICICI is also accepted, but the RuPay card is not accepted. Visa card is accepting, right? So we can enter your card holder name, card number, in your card, month expire and the year. At the CCV, at your card backside CCV, 3-digit number, we have to enter it, right? To create your Azure account, right? After that, you are getting the message to your mail ID. Email from Microsoft team. Make sure before creation of Azure account, you need to create Microsoft account from that email ID, right? Those are the steps we have to follow to create your Azure account. Once you are create your Azure account, the appearance is like that. It is showing. Appearance is like that. We'll discuss each and every service with hands-on only. I am given more weightage for hands-on only, not the theory concepts. Right? I am given each and every concept with hands-ons only, not with the the theory. Okay, those are the steps, and then click on the subscription. When we click on here, the subscription icon, then it is showing the trial, free trial, free trial service is providing. Okay, those are the steps we had to follow. How we had to create your Azure account. How we had to create your Azure account. If you are creating your Azure account, it is providing 200 USD dollars. 14,500 Indian rupees is credited to your Azure account. In the first 1 month, all the services are providing the free service. Free service. It is providing majority of the services 12 months free. Once 1 month, these 200 USD dollars is over, 14,500 rupees are over to your Azure account. Then you have to go for pay per use. Pay per use. Even though that some free services are provided in 12 months free. Right? You can click on free tier details here in this link. It is showing some more information. Some more information it is showing. Detailed information which is providing. Right? So this is about how we had to create your Azure account. Your Azure account. Okay. In the next session onwards, we'll discuss about one by one hands-on how we had to create, how we had to launch and connect Linux server from Azure Data Center, Windows server from Azure Data Center, how we had to transfer files from your laptop to launched servers, how your launched server make as web servers, how the Linux server make as web server, how Windows server make as web server, and how we had to add additional volume of data, how we had to take the snapshots, right? All those things, everyone we will discuss with hands-on only in this entire training sessions, right? Today is the demo session. That's why I had to explain the theory concepts only. Just the basic concepts I had to cover. What is the cloud computing? What are the cloud delivery models are there? Deployment models are there? What are the advantages? And how we had to create your Azure account. For that, what are the steps we had to follow with the help of the screenshots I am explained. I had to explain. Okay. Here in this training, I am providing completely. One is live training is free for entire 40 hours. I'm taking the 40 days the training. The live training is free. You have to inform your friends also, right? But if you want any videos, whatever the online session, those videos and whatever the PPTs I'm presenting, that is for doing the experiments, to launch and connect the servers, to launch and connect the adding the volume of the data, right? And for storage, all those things, the PPTs I am providing each and every concepts. That is, if you want the videos, PPTs, and step-by-step screenshots, you have to pay the amount is whatever I have to mention. That we have to pay it on the app only. App only. That is like that. In the just I have completed. One is the AWS batch in the previously I have completed. Like that, around 75 PPTs which I am providing in the AWS. See, right? With hands-on. After that, you'll see in this app, just wait. I'm showing this one. What are the benefits are there if you are joining this, if you are subscribing the course Azure. This is the app. Already shared in your WhatsApp group also. Yeah, this is I have completed the batch. Here, see, here I am providing every day videos I am uploaded in the app. PPTs also I uploaded in the app. After completion of the training, I am providing the Azure dumps, like AWS dumps I am providing. Like that I am providing the Azure dumps, right? Means the technical questions. In previously for associate level training, what were the questions they are asking on the dumps I am providing? AWS dumps I am providing. Similarly, I can provide whatever the previously asked questions in the examination point of view, associate level in online exam. The Azure questions also I am providing. That's in the form of Azure dumps. And also I'm providing technical questions in the AWS I am providing. In the same fashion, I am providing the Azure technical questions also. See, the technical questions I am providing like that. In the AWS I am showing like that way in the similar fashion I am providing in Azure also. And also the screenshots. This is I am providing at the end of the training only, not at the beginning. From every day I am not providing. Every day I am providing videos and the PPTs. With the help of the PPTs and the video, we have to practice the hands-on after completion of the training. So in the screenshots, you will see, like suppose the I'm given IAM and CR, like Identity and Access Management in AWS. Here, see that first the theory concepts I had to cover. Pin to pin I had to enter. How we had to create users. For that, what are the steps we had to follow? That is, log in with your root user, go to IAM user, and search it IAM on the search box in the AWS. It is showing like that. At the left side, we can choose the go to users option, right? And then we can click on add user. This one I am highlighting, right? After that, we had to enter the username. Here is there, right? You have to give the username is like user one I am given. Select AWS access type. Like that, I am providing a very pin to pin the screenshots I am providing. This is I am providing at the end of the training. If you are subscribing through app, I am providing every day the recorded videos and the PPTs. With the help of the recording videos and the PPTs, you have to practice your hands on. Your hands on. 80 to 90% we have to practice. At the end of the 40 days or 35 hours or 38 hours is over, then our training is completed. Then I am providing Azure screenshots, Azure technical questions, Azure dumps I am providing at the end only. Okay. Anyone have any queries? Like that way I am providing. Whatever I am providing in the app for AWS batch 101, in the same fashion I am providing for Azure 102. Right? Anyone have any queries? This is the demo session. Whatever your doubts are there, I can clarify. Anyone have any queries? Praveen? No question? Obal Reddy? No? If you have any queries, then unmute your mic. No, no, that's not the foundation course, Ankit Surya. That is AWS associate level. I have covered the concepts. I covered the concept AWS associate level. You had to prepare the AWS dumps. You had to prepare AWS dumps completely around 700 pages I am providing. 700 questions I am providing, right? You can prepare the AWS dumps technical questions. If you no need to qualify the exam, you have to do the job. Once your training is over, your hands-on is very familiar, then you attempt the company's interviews. How the interview questions are asking in the companies also I am providing. On the app I am providing, right? Already those points also I have covered in my training. At the end of the training, I am providing technical questions, AWS dumps, and the screenshot step by step. I am providing the AWS associate level training. In the same fashion, Azure also I am providing in associate level training. AZ104. Right? Anyone
సార్
have any
ఇప్పుడు
queries?
సార్
Tell me.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు ప్రొవైడ్ చేసింది ప్రిపేర్ అయితే సరిపోతుందా సార్ మొత్తము? ఇంకేమి
Yes.
ఎక్స్ట్రా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వక్కర్లేదా?
Yes, you can attempt the exam, no problem at all.
ఓకే సార్. అదే
If you,
ఏడబ్ల్యూఎస్ ప్రిపేర్ అవుదామని.
if you are attempt the training for the AWS, then you can prepare the AWS. If you are attempting the Azure, then you can prepare the Azure questions. Then you
ఓకే
can
సార్.
try the jobs in Azure also.
ఓకే సార్. థ్యాంక్
Right?
యూ సార్.
Associate level administrator positions, you can attempt the jobs.
ఓకే
Okay?
సార్.
If you are prepared the AWS, then you can attempt the associate level administrator positions. Then you can attempt the AWS.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. Anyone have any queries? Chandrasekhar? No?
No, sir.
Okay. There is no questions, then I can wind up the session. In the next session onwards, I can provide complete hands-on. For the tomorrow session, you will be prepare your Azure account. Then only your hands-on we have to practice. Whatever the concepts I have to explain, those concepts you have to practice in your laptops. Without your Azure account, you can't practice. That's why in the first day I am explaining what are the steps we have to follow to create the Azure account. Right? Yes, difference between Azure and Azure DevOps. That is some additional tools we have to learn. Additional tools we have to learn in the DevOps. DevOps, there are tools are there. There are many tools are there. The popularly used the company tools we have to covered only in the DevOps. AWS DevOps is there, Azure DevOps is there. DevOps is nothing but the common tools. If we are practice the tools with Azure, that is nothing but the Azure DevOps. If you are practice the tools using Azure AWS, that is nothing but the AWS DevOps. If you are practice the DevOps tools using Google Cloud, that is the Google DevOps. That's all only. DevOps is nothing but the different tools are there. Maven, Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, those are the different tools are there. We will learn those tools in the AWS DevOps. If you are join the AWS DevOps, if you are join the Azure DevOps, we using the Azure, we have to cover the DevOps tools, right? DevOps tool is same for all clouds. Yes, all the clouds. Tools are same, but the platform is different. If you are practice those tools using the AWS DevOps. If you are practice those tools in Azure DevOps. If you are practice those tools in Google Cloud, that is the Google Cloud, Google DevOps. Some companies are purchasing the DevOps tools. They can practice, no problem. Okay. Anyone have any queries? But we are not covered in this training the tools, DevOps tools. Only associate level training only we are providing. Okay. Anyone have any queries? Directly we can attempt the interviews. You can send your resume to the companies, then you can attempt the interviews for the AWS completion training or Azure completion training, then you can attempt the interviews. Certification is also mandatory. They are asking at the companies sometimes. Without certification also we can attempt the jobs, no problem. If you are having the certification, that is the more weightage when compared to other people. That the weight is for the certification. Okay. Anyone? Anyone have any queries? No. But the training attendees is very important. Every day attendance is very important. If you are attending the less people, I can't explain the concepts. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, we have to practice. I'll explain slowly one by one concept. Like I think some of the students are attending whatever in this join the students, they're attending AWS also. I'll introduce step by step, one by one. I'm introducing slowly. At the end, I have to cover all the concepts, right? Like that way, I have to cover in Azure also. Yes, Praveen, tell me. Anyone? Okay, okay, right. In the similar fashion, I have to cover in Azure also. Okay. If there is no queries, then I can end the session. Venkat Reddy, now you are joined. Venkateshwar Reddy. 8 o'clock you have to join. Now this is the ending time. Venkateshwar Reddy. Venkateshwar Reddy, are you there? You have to inform friends, to your friends also, right? Live training sessions are free. But if you want the videos, PPTs, then you have to subscribe the course. Okay. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet the same time.
Yeah, thank
I can
you,
end
sir.
this. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.